Yes, people. My name is Axel Holy. This is the More Time Podcast platform, and this is in the scope. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna start doing the day after the games. Now, is we're gonna start talking about them a little bit anyway, because obviously it's still pre-season. The mug is cold. Better man. Yeah. All right. So it's still pre-season. There's not massive amounts to look into. But there is a few talking points. I think that much is safe to say. Um, First and foremost, we didn't get the win. We got the draw. Um, Understandably, after all the changes were made, also understandably, um, early morning graftings. Yes, Rav. Yeah, I see you. I got the chat on the screen for once as well, T. Um, but yeah, where was I? I was basically just saying that after a few of the changes were made, it wasn't surprising that we ended up losing rhythm and all the rest of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More time, it's more time. Um there's a few talking points. First and foremost, that Carl Hein definitely can't be Aaron Ramsdale's backup. Um, the drop in quality on the ball was evident straight away. Um, but let's just talk. Let's talk more on the football side of things. So I get it, Carl Hein. None of us expecting to see Carl Hein. It's a Turner thing. Turner. Um, so yeah, basically the best way to start it is with a visual. I think as per usual, the Starboy shining bright in the sky for Arsenal. I think this signals two things. Not only that, no, three things. Not only that our assumptions or our fandom leading us to call this man world class, not only has it proved us correct in that, but also that he's pretty much Arsenal's best. Oh, it's hard because obviously we go and talk about Saliba and Rear Tear Tear, but let's be real. Without 100%, without a doubt, Bukayo Saka is Arsenal's best player, most reliable, most likely to succeed, if you like. Do you know what I mean? Pause. Um, he rescued not rescued us because he got the opening goal, but it was once again it was a piece of individual brilliance which we see from him on a regular. Man just said F it, I'm Saka, cut inside, bang, goal. That's what he does. We understand that as Arsenal fans. There is something that is almost pre-written when this boy touches the pitch. Yeah. um But I gotta say, as far as the front line goes, yeah, none of the rest of none of the rest of them did anything that made me feel, you know, Jesus was integral to a lot of our play, but wasn't a threat on goal. Eddie Nketiah, I didn't see much of him all game, and following Balogun, the man who thinks he should be playing first team football for Arsenal Football Club, missed two sitters. Like I'm saying, it's early. It's early in pre-season, right? And that kind of has to make me move over now to not both of these man, because one of these man proved exactly what he brings to the table and what he's worth yesterday. William Saliba, first game back since injury and his operation, looking like he hasn't missed a step, like looking like a Rolls Royce. Yeah, fresh off the lot. Yeah, with not even none of this classic Rolls Royce shit. I hear it, but no, this is a Bentley, fresh off the lot. Yeah, this shit just came off the boat, bruv. Yeah, that's how young man is in terms to how much of a career he's got left in front of him. I'm so glad to see him back. I'm so glad to see him shining. I'm so glad to see him with a normal squad number now, like number two, yeah? Like I'm number two on the list, bruv, yeah? Shit. I can't even see what man's saying out there. Like, I can't read it. It's too small and that. I might have to go to the thing. But yeah, flipping. I don't even have my phone by me either, T. Yeah, man. But yeah, William Saliba, the greatest, the guard. Yeah, played sensational. The man next to him, however, that's something different, isn't it? Like I said, it's very early. It's very early in the season. Too early for man to start talking too much about anyone really. Um, but it didn't look good. I'm just gonna have to call it as it is. It did not look good at all. Um, he didn't really look like he knew what he was doing, which is understandable because he's just got here. He's been playing at a team that's been outright shambolic for the past 3 years at least. Um, he's tall. He's very tall. He didn't win as many headers as I thought he would, though. I tell you that now. Um, yeah, I think the fairest thing to say, apart from the fact that he had a terrible, terrible game yesterday, the fairest thing to say is the jury's still out. It's still early in preseason. He's only just joined. It's going to take him a little while to get to grips with what we're trying to do, because what we're trying to do is high level elite business. Do you know what I mean? This is Arsenal Football Club. This isn't the old days. This isn't Mustafi era. Ain't none of that. This is a whole new thing that's built on excellence. So it takes hard work, dedication, and consistency to get excellence. That's the reality. Yeah. So I'm not gonna kill him too much. Um, we here at the More Time podcast definitely are advocates for MRE. Yeah, as we move, you will get to know about the MRE. But like I'm saying, man, not a great showing from Havertz. Terrible showing from Fabio Vieira. Disappointing from Reece Nelson. I feel like he played it really safe, didn't really impose himself on the game. Didn't try to take on his man at all. Um, Eddie tried, but he just wasn't effective. He looked really off pace. Balogun didn't look off pace. One thing I will say is his movement was good. His energy was good, but when it really mattered, because let's be real, if he hadn't been talking the most and if he hadn't been on the trajectory, like this is the thing, it's not even his trajectory that's dictating the fact that we're all talking about him. It's his attitude to what he wants now, right? Regardless of the fact that he's 20 years old, um, you know, he's not long came out of the academy. I get it. He went over to France and he banged. Yeah. But I do believe Lacazette outscored him. Right. And that's not to say that Lacazette is a poor player, but we there's no point you coming in if all you're gonna do is outscore a Lacazette right now, innit? As in starting up front. Unless you can bring to the table what Gabriel Jesus does as well, I guess, because I'm not sure if I think Gabriel Jesus got more goals than Lacazette last season. I don't think so though. I think Lacazette was flying in the French league. So yeah, we're gonna need to see more from Balogun. Like I'm saying, it's brand new to him as well. Even playing in this team, when he left Arsenal, there was a lot of different faces actually at the club, and it's a different flex for him right now. The one thing I will say as well, like I don't see a well, I say I don't, but maybe I do. It depends what goes on with Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey was sensational yesterday. Blatantly our best midfielder in terms of his ability to control the play, as opposed to everybody else that we played yesterday, apart from the two that I'm going to bring up in a second. Um, yeah, Thomas, head and shoulders above the rest of the midfield players yesterday. Yeah, a real presence in the middle of the park. And I think after that showing yesterday, I think it's much more likely that we're going to see Declan Rice with Thomas Partey in midfield, unless a sensational offer comes in. And then, you know, in order to replace him, you're gonna have to buy something very, very, very good. I don't know if Lavia is that guy yet. And I guess that also depends on how Arteta wants to play. Because if he doesn't want to play with essentially two sixes in the middle, even though there's a lot of talk of Declan Rice being, you know, coached into playing in that Shaka role. And after seeing yesterday's performances, I think that's the best option that Arsenal really have. I don't ever, unless we're playing in the cup against Kidderminster, yeah, I don't ever want to see Havertz starting in that pivot role. And I don't want to see Trossard there ever again now. I'm happy with what I've seen. And I just don't think Fabio Vieira's got the ability go like, because that's the thing with me with Havertz. He wasn't great yesterday, not great defensively either, but just I guess having a physical presence is going to help him in certain aspects whenever there's long balls coming at us defensively, etc. Um, but yeah, it's looking ropey, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. We until we managed to get our press going yesterday, we couldn't really dominate the midfield in that first half. It was a good 10, 15 minutes where we couldn't get into it because position, maybe it's like I'm saying, rustiness, people off the pace, people not in the positions that they needed to be. Because once the press started working, it was clockwork. But like I'm saying, in that situation, then the only people we had cooking in an attacking sense was Saka. Maybe Jesus a little bit, but not really. Nketiah, not really. Trossard playing in the midfield was finding it hard to impose himself on the game. Vieira never really imposed himself on the game. Couple of little touches and swizzles and that, yeah, but generally it's a myth, bruv. So I can only see Declan Rice coming in to up the levels on what was there through Granit Xhaka. That's it. I can't see anything else working, especially in the beginning of the season. I think Ben White was sensational again yesterday. He looks like he's like I said the other day. It's gonna be a fight. Every one of these players now, no, apart from Saka, I'd say, and even if someone did come in to challenge Saka, the performances that he puts in and the levels that he's maintained over however long, i.e., the guy who's gonna pull it out the bag, etc. Yeah, it's gonna take someone of top quality to come in and match that, right? As good as our defense has been, we saw once Saliba got injured, it was a myth. Not a myth, but we were then maybe a tier below. Um, Not to harp on Rob Holding, but we've definitely improved on Rob Holding. Watching Kivior yesterday, maybe in attack he's not that great, but he's a much better defensive left back than Alexander Zinchenko. Like, much better. Um, so all across the pitch, we're looking very, very strong, right? Apart from, like I'm saying, apart from in the midfield, because Odegaard was missing yesterday, and the rhythm was just not there. Yeah, he is without doubt the heartbeat of the team. He keeps the metronome running. Do you know what I mean? He's got them 32s and them 64s for the metronome, bruv. Like, you get me? Like, he's doing bits, bruv. Like, and it was very much evident that that's the case yesterday when he wasn't playing.
Stop touching niggas with your hand.
Yeah, that's the only explanation for me, right? Because him and Partey very good together. Partey very good technical footballer. Yeah, you put a Declan Rice in amongst that, I think we're cooking. That midfield three is cooking, right? But then we're looking at a situation where off the bench going into the midfield, all right, technically we got Jorginho who can rotate with Partey. At the 8, we're talking Xhaka. We're talking Havertz maybe, right? I don't mind it too much, but at the same time, a step up needs to happen. Now, with Odegaard, man, I'm looking at Fabio Vieira. He's not that guy, bro. Not yet, anyway. And I just don't know if he's gonna be either. I think Odegaard's story arc is like 99% of why he is Odegaarding right now. Yeah, like being a wonder kid as a youth and that, man. I remember seeing man on TV when he was like 14 and that. I remember it clear as day. Like Real Madrid had signed man and like this is the new Sutton and you know what I mean. And obviously it never really happened for him at Madrid. X amount of loan spells elsewhere. Yeah, but also whilst all this is going on, he's still captain in his country. Still a very got a very large amount of caps at international level as a captain. Granted, we've never seen Norway at a major tournament since he's been in charge, but you know that they don't have a massive wheelhouse to pick from, and you know I think they're like Scandinavian Wales. Like, do you know what I mean? You know when they just had Bale and Ramsey, like that's even then, I think Wales probably had a better squad than what Norway have. If I'm gonna keep it 100, yeah, like because Wales, like they had loads of Prem players, maybe not like top names, but Prem players. So you're playing it in the top league on a week to week basis. That it's different, isn't it? It's different. Um, but yeah, so looking at the midfield options we've got coming in, it's not looking good because I don't really think Trossard is that. I think he's got to stick up the front line. But what I did see yesterday was these two youths. Wow. Wow to both of them. Like, I don't know if you know, Wanyeri came on in the cam, he did all right, right? But then when he moved out to the right wing, he was even better. The Ute next to him, Skelly. I think it's Lewis Skelly, his surname, double barrel thing. Um, him in that Odegaard role. Whoo, whoo! Both of them can play it, and both of them played it better than Vieira. And that's right. And I'd say that both of them put up more of a what's the word? I'd say put both of them put up more of a challenge, yeah, to that understudy to Saka or understudy to Odegaard than anybody else did at all that played yesterday, right? Even Reese with his new contract, even Balogun with his big words, yeah. Havertz ain't really said shit, but like he ain't saying nothing really right now, right? Vieira 100% not, right? What I'm hoping for is by the end of the by the end of this tour season, this preseason, that either the man that need to step up have stepped up and everything's cooking, or these two youths go and just bad it up all tour And I'd rather run with them in the squad. I'd sell Balogun. I keep Eddie doing his little whatever he's doing thing. That's fine. But I just sell Balogun, bro. Like if it's that, yeah. If he's still talking talk and he's not cooking, boom, just take that 30 mil, 35, keep it pushing, yeah. Because these youths look like the truth, and they're like what? One's 15 and one's 16 or some shit. It's crazy, bruv. Yeah, and I don't want to gas them too much, yeah, but the only times that I've ever seen these two play, they've been very, very good. Yeah. And I'm not talking like, oh yo, they're Ronaldinho and Rere. I'm just saying, like, for their age and their size, they are moving, bruv. Like their positional play, their understanding of where to pass, when to pass, their understanding of how easily they can beat a man with very like in tight spaces. These men are dope, bruv. Like, so, like I'm saying, the pressure is low key. The pressure is on all over the pitch, and I think yesterday was the proving point of that. Because yes, we were cooking at certain points, but there wasn't enough there to make it happen, which means that whoever's missing from the first team really makes a big difference. Like Martinelli, yeah, makes a big difference. We know that. We know that as fans, we know that. But Reece Nelson didn't impress. Yeah, it's your job to impress because Martinelli's injured. Yeah, so that left-hand side at the beginning of the season is up for grabs. Smith Rowe, Trossard, Reece Nelson, who else going to chuck in there? Nketiah and Balogun. That one of these man has to go ham, go crazy in pre-season to get that spot. Otherwise, yeah, what are we doing? I can't read Unalot's comments because the thing's too small, isn't it? Like I'm, I need it on the thing, but I can't work out how to do it. Man like Parky, I'm shouting man like Parky out anyway. We're doing this, bruv. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying that like, unless X amount of people step up, I'm selling a lot of man, bro. Like, if I run through it, let me even see if I can run through it a second. Yeah, Arsenal squad. I did it yesterday, yeah, but I might have even changed some more ideas again, bruv, because it's that after yesterday, not to be reactionary or whatever, because I'm not saying like, oh, all these man are shit, like da 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 da. I'm just saying like, if they're not gonna work, man have to just get rid of it, innit? Right. So far, Le Squad. All right, all right, all right. Right, Ramsdale keep, Saliba keep, Tierney keep, Ben White keep, Thomas Partey keep, Magalhaes keep, Saka keep, Odegaard keep, Jesus keep, Smith Rowe. Right, this is the first one. Like I'm saying, he was on that list. Yeah, keep, but beyond anything else, man needs to do something in this pre-season. He really does. But secondly, even if he does something in the preseason, bro, what the hell, bro? Right, that's better. That was mad. Yeah, if he doesn't do something proper this season, sell at the end of the season. But I'm saying keep anyway. But big season for man. Martinelli, keep. Runnison, sell him. Eddie Nketiah, this has got to be his final season at Arsenal. And he's got to make a difference. That's how I feel. Jakob Kivior, keep. Rob Holding, sell. Cedric, sell. Takahiro Tomiyasu, keep. Trossard, keep. Pepe, sell. Jorginho, keep. Tavares, sell. Fabio Vieira, loan or sell. Albert Lukonga, sell. Reece Nelson, last season, bro. Big season for you. Mohamed El Nene, let his contract run down. Following Balogun, big preseason for man. Because I'll be honest, if I don't see what the talk is all about,
Stop touching niggas with your hand.
man's getting sold, bruv. That's the baseline. He's got to go. Too much talk for what I seen yesterday. Marquinhos, loan him out again. Unless he's cooking in the preseason, but he weren't even on the bench yesterday. So, or was he? I can't even remember. I don't think he was. Them Utes got to run out, and them Utes was cooking, bruv. So, if he's not ready, he's not ready. But it's time to get ready. It's them times, bro. Kai Havertz, obviously, he's there. Matt Turner, he's got to stay. Carl Hein, get him out of here. Arthur Conquo, get him out of here. Alexander Zinchenko, he's there, but you know, Austin Trusty, sell him. He's trash. Like he's League One levels. He's definitely not Prem levels. Man was getting moved to and smoked by Nurnberg. It's not the one, bruv. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling, man. But that's been it, really, people. That's been a quick little rundown of the game, quick rundown of where we're at, and quick rundown of what should be happening going forwards. Like I'm saying to you, the most exciting thing of this season for me is seeing how these two youths are gonna develop because they looked sensational. Right. So that's been me, Axel Holy, with the scope. Yeah, scoping what's going on through the lens and all of them thing there, yeah. But yes, you know what it is. More time, it's more time. I'm Axel Holy and I am out. Peace.